Hello,
Hello.
hello.
Yay.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are live on Simply Together Show, 21st of March. Um, it feels like March has gone gone.
Just like that.
It's
Just like
it's
that.
yeah, so strange. So many different bits and pieces that we've got going on. Um, and yeah, I just think it's gone really, really fast. Yes, I'm here today, Shelley. Normally behind the scenes, but I'm in front today. Um,
Yay.
I'm here with Nikkei and our guest
Hi.
Nigel. We'll find out about Nigel in a second. Um, so, hello to everyone. If you're watching it on replay, please do leave your comments anytime that you're leaving comments. You'll have all the links that you need show up on the screen or in the comments themselves and in the description of the show. So, if you need anything, please do contact those people, follow those links. Um, And with that, I think, because yes, it has actually done it. I was making sure, now I've said that, making sure the comments went in. There's the comment about
Oh.
everything that Nigel's going to be talking about now. So if I leave you with Nikkei, you'll find out more.
Ooh. Oh, wow. Hey, Nigel. How are you?
Hi. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm fine. Nikki.
Good,
Is it
good.
Nikki?
Yes, indeed. It's Nicky. You got some brownie points there, I'll have you know. So, obviously, for the people who are listening or watching, because as you know, we do stream live to Facebook, YouTube, and radio. So could you just
Okay.
tell the people a little bit about yourself?
In what aspect?
Well, we'd like to know who you are.
Okay, I'm Nigel. I'm currently in Bedfordshire at the moment. Um, I'm in business and in music and in all sorts of other things in between. Today I'm speaking about business and I like to help people financially, um, also mentally as well. Um, build self-discipline from a daily routine planner, and I do a lot of home management as well. But today
Okay,
I'm speaking more on the financial side of things. And that's what people are
right.
really struggling with at the moment. Mm.
Right, so how, okay, so I suppose the easy question that leads into that then, considering we're going through what is considered to be a cost of living crisis. So,
Mm.
does what you're doing help people in this current climate that we're living in?
Yeah, because with every crisis, there's always certain segments in industries that actually benefit from that crisis. So
Absolutely.
yeah, so obviously the energy companies are benefiting from it. And with my company, we get a slice of that benefit. So it gives people an opportunity to build an income from services that people have to use and use 24/7, you know? And I've been helping people build the income from home and also save people some money on their bills as well at the same time.
Right, okay, so let's talk about saving money on the bills.
Okay,
Obviously, without going into any detail that you might not be allowed to share, but
okay.
how how would you do that?
We, we have a great system um, where we consolidate people's bills into one bill a month, so it saves them time. It's less websites, less paperwork, it's less things to remember. It's just one bill for everything, for all your utilities, insurance, mobile, um, energy, broadband, etc. And at the same time, we help people save money, even with their shopping. People have to buy fuel, food, clothes, etc. And we have something called a cashback card that reduces their bill, and that can save people hundreds of pounds a year just by using that. So it really
Okay,
is
so
a clever.
sounds very clever. So how does that cashback card work then?
It's just like a top-up card. You put your money onto it. You have to be a customer of my company to have one.
Mm,
And when you put your money on there and you spend of it, it accumulates cash back over the month, which comes off your bill at the end of the month as a credit. So that could be anything from £10 to 30, £40 every month off your bill, which is hundreds of pounds a year saving just from using the card.
Right.
So I love it really. Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
Right. And how is this linked to the fact that you said you can help people build an income from home?
The other side of what we do is help people make money as well. So if you become a partner and be a part of our partnership scheme, you'll be able to, with training and support, help other families save money on their bills. So you'll be introducing this system to them, and the company will pay you for doing that. So you can build
Mm.
upfront money and long-term residual income as well, if you choose to build a team. It's part of network marketing. I love the network marketing industry because it allows ordinary, everyday people to build an income in their spare time. And I
Mm.
really love that. Companies will share some of their profits with people like that. It's really good. It's fair. It's a fair system. The more you help others, the more you help yourself. And I think in these days, for us to survive, we need some kind of networking marketing system,
Mm.
whether it's through your church system or education. Through helping others, you help and protect your own self.
Mm.
So I think that's really
Absolutely.
important.
So
Yeah.
Nigel, how did you get involved with this?
I was involved in it through a long time, uh, decades ago, and it really helped me build my confidence and personal development because I didn't do brilliantly in school. But network marketing just taught me how to communicate with people better, earn some
Mm.
extra income, and learn new, fresh skills. And that's why I just fell in love with it. And I've been with different companies over the years, and the one I'm with now
Okay.
is the one I've always been with. Yeah. Mm.
Right.
That makes
Okay.
sense?
And yes, indeed it does. So, is
Mm.
there any aspects of this that dovetails into any other area of your life or business?
What do you mean?
So, for example, you mentioned that you like to help people. Sometimes
Yeah.
somebody could come to you with a problem. Um,
Mm.
how do you use this? Is there any, that's what I mean. Basically, does it dovetail into other areas? Because sometimes somebody could come to you and say, "Oh, can I?" For an example, somebody might want to borrow money, or say they've got an issue, or they've lost their job, or they need direction. Because I
Okay. Well,
understand that you do some. Hey,
I can introduce this to anybody. I definitely don't like lending out money because that's hasn't gone too well for me. So,
I was
I,
being
I,
facetious.
yeah, I'd rather teach and educate people to just better themselves in some kind of way.
Mm,
Sometimes I may introduce my business to somebody, but they need other things. A lot of people have come into my company and they've come in very broken for different reasons. It could be no support from their spouse or their family, and I end up mentoring them on those personal things as well as they're coming into the business. They're coming with so much different distractions that sometimes you have to deal with those other things first before they could be successful here. So I do try and support my team as much as I can, even on a personal level. They say, okay, look, forget about making money right now. Let's just focus on you. Be a bit more organized. Focus on yourself. Have a diary, have a planner, and just build yourself up. And let's just have a
mm,
conversation every night for 10 minutes. And let's just go through a few exercises and then slowly build them
mm.
to the point where they can now make their own appointments and talk to people. And a lot of people come into network marketing just for the personal development, just to build their skills so they
Yeah.
can be better at work and do other things because it's free education, really. It's free. It's got massive amount of personal development in it. So that's how I try and help people, just through support
Mm,
and building friendships and relationships.
yeah.
Because it's not just about money or making money or my business. It's about building a network of people that can benefit me and I can benefit them. You know. So it brings people together. Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
absolutely, 100%. I get that.
Yeah.
I used to be with cleaning it myself, so I
Okay.
grasp
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
concept. Yeah, so
Mm.
wonderful. So what was your background before you got into network marketing?
Um, in the background, I guess music. Music has always been a big part of my life. Um, church life, the gospel circuit, just working, family, etc.
Mm,
And that's what I'm saying. It's this business has always fit around those things and
yeah.
intertwined with it. So the background is a little bit irrelevant. Everybody's got different background, but everybody needs the same thing. You need money. You want to save some time. You need some financial freedom. You need to boost the income. You need to beat the cost of living squeeze. And want to enjoy life a little bit as well.
Yeah, I
All come with
suppose so.
those
Yeah.
same common needs. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, from your personal development experience, if you've got
Mm.
people listening, um, what if perhaps they were not that keen on network marketing, but they wanted to do a bit of personal development, what would be the
Mm.
one thing that you would suggest they do, or a book that you would suggest they read, or
I was reading a book recently called The Slight Edge because that book really shakes you up. That if you're not consistent doing the right things, then time will fly by, your life will fly by, and you'll reach older age and you realize you've got nothing. So The Slight
mm,
Edge teaches you to just do the right things every day, even little steps every day. And if you keep doing it, it starts to accumulate. So,
yeah,
for example, I would save £50 every time I get paid, £50 every month, every month, every month. And I looked at my bank account, one particular bank account recently, and I realized there was 2 grand in there. So I'm able to use that to buy a car. So just by consistently doing little things
mm,
every day. And there's loads of books that teach you that on how to have a daily routine, the power of a
mm,
daily routine, whether it's in relationships or education. I try and read books that can stimulate and work on my mind to help me look on life the right way and not
mm.
not the negative way, but more positively. So reading books, the right books, The Slight Edge, books like that. Um,
Okay,
there's
yeah.
so
So
many, you know.
I appreciate that. That's why I just thought, oh, I'd ask you for for one sec.
Yeah,
Shelley did put a comment there in relation to what you were talking about. That obviously the idea, oh yeah, it's best to be part of a group and to have your own business.
yeah,
Because obviously life is about community. So
hmm
how do you feel
yeah.
about that?
Teamwork, so important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try and be on my phone as much as I can, talking to people. I'm always learning, absorbing from people, making notes, being with more mature, experienced people, and being in different groups. I'm really a group person, so I'm in loads of WhatsApp groups and online groups because you just can't do life on your own, especially if you've gone through certain brokenness in your life. You have to merge with
Mm,
people, buddy up, friendships, partnerships, and that's really helped me. And then I try and do the same thing for others that need that as well. So
right.
yeah, it's really important to
Yeah.
be in groups and meetings as regularly as you can. Yeah,
Wow.
mm,
Yep.
just reading
So
that.
there you go. So Shannon says even though she has her own business, she has Facebook groups of other business owners as well. So yeah, I think that is
Yeah,
great. I've wanted to put down that you agree. It's also good to have that quick go to if you need something. So
yeah,
obviously I 100% mirror what you're saying, even though I've not
mm,
necessarily been consistent in business, but in terms of networking, being part of a group,
mm,
having those quick go-tos
yeah,
is very useful.
yeah,
So
yeah,
there you have it.
definitely.
So so
Yeah,
Nigel, how could
yeah.
um anybody who's interested in procuring your services or just to find out a bit more about your opportunity, how would they be able to, what's the best way to contact you?
Well, my website is going across the screen, so you can have a look at
Right.
that. And you can call me or WhatsApp me, and then we can have a conversation and talk. Because I do other services. I'm creating something called self, home, and money management. And self deals with the management of yourself.
Mm.
Then there's the management of your home, creating space, decluttering, cleaning, etc. And then UW is the money management, where I help people consolidate the bill, save money, and help them to make extra money as well.
Wow, that's fantastic. And so do those three things have to go together? Could somebody um, pick on
No,
one part of that
you can.
service?
Yeah, they're all separate. It's just
Oh,
that I want it to be different and stand out in the world of
yeah,
network marketing by merging three different businesses together and
yeah,
stand out. Rather than saying, "Oh, I can help you save money," it's just so boring. I want it to be more creative. So yeah, I do a lot of things for people in their homes. It could be cleaning,
right,
gardening, decluttering, reorganizing. I love that stuff. And then my self management is my daily routine planner, which is designed for you to have your own daily routine, your own daily structure, and you stick to that. It helps you
yeah,
progress. And then there's the money side. So yeah, but it's
right,
best if you
okay,
contact me. I am developing websites for these things. Yeah,
fantastic. So,
yeah,
yeah,
I actually really quite like the fact that of having it's separate companies, but it all does all work together. It's like the
yeah,
whole of you kind of thing that you're then you're
yeah,
helping out.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
it's cool. Yeah, so yeah, I've put your
Mm,
details, the
mm,
all bits and pieces. There's a
yeah.
couple of
It's
links of
holistic. Yeah, those are
yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So, thank you very much for um, telling us all about that,
okay.
Nigel.
Thanks, thanks,
They
Shelley.
are very, like Shelley said, the three separate bits, but they do kind of dovetail into each other. So yeah, very nice.
Yeah, yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, yeah. That's
So
okay. Thank you too.
yeah,
If you want to stay there and listen in, I'm just going to pop your screen. We've got a few little bits that I've got to go through
Okay,
before we end the show today that you might be interested in and stuff. But thank you so much for that, Nigel. That's been good. And everyone watching, you've got the
that's right. My
Instagram
pleasure.
on the
Yeah.
screen, and we've got your details in the comments. And there's a couple of different websites on there as well. So you've got a couple of videos and stuff that I think will explain it more. So please,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
everyone,
So
go
much.
and find that.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Right.
Uh,
Just a few bits of us to go through. Now we're
yeah.
going to sort out monies and bits and pieces. Funny how we said about all of you just then, because we do have our next event coming up. It's the 20th of May. That's health and well-being. So it kind of
Mm,
again covers the whole of you. Um, when it gets closer to the 20th of May, we will be going through some of the people that are going to be there that can help you out. But yeah, it was strange how that was then going on there. Um, does anyone know what today is? I wonder. I wonder. It's a. I said it in our chat earlier on today. I'll be gonna mention it. And I don't think it's all that well known if you're not
absolutely not.
part
Nah.
of
I think.
part of that thing. Today is the World Down Syndrome Day. I think it's been since 2012. Like who has actually then made it an actual international day. You may have had people posting comments about socks, brightly coloured socks, wear odd socks. Other than
Oh,
just the fact to just to start a conversation. There's no real reason for the socks thing. It's just to be brightly coloured. Everyone, I'll ask you, why are you wearing those socks? Well, actually, it's because, and everyone can get involved with it. They always have a theme, and this year, the reason why I wanted to talk about it was the theme is with us, not for
Not
us.
for us. Yeah.
It's so many people that make the decisions for people with disabilities rather than actually with them. And the
Yeah.
same is, I suppose it's the same for anything in this life, really, if you think about it. How many times have we said something about the youth and they're not part of it? How many times have we said something about to help ethnic minorities, to help people that are coming into this country at the minute? If you're not with them and asking them, it's all very well doing something for them as a tick box.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a link in the comments. There's a lot of videos and different things from all across the world that are in there about that, being with them rather than for them, and getting them involved in United Nations, that sort of like getting them in on the committee meetings and things like that. Because all it is a natural reoccurring thing every now and again of an extra chromosome. That's what Down syndrome is. It's nothing that anyone's done. It can happen because of different circumstances, but it might not happen because of different circumstances. But yeah, I'm wearing my stripy socks, and I just remembered I didn't actually do a post this morning, so I've got to do that once I finished here.
Oh, I didn't know about it, to be fair, until I saw the post in the chat. But having said that, going back to what you're saying about their theme, with us and not for us, it kind of reminds me of this thing. I think it was in Sumo, one of these books that I read, where it says that the way we say treat people as you'd want to be treated, but actually that is not true, because not everybody wants to be treated the same. What in any circumstance, the way you might want to be treated will be different. And obviously, having people from the different groups that you mentioned on the committees that are set up with the intention of assisting them, kind of reminded me of that. Is that it's not about treating everybody the same; it's treating everybody how they want to be treated.
Want to be treated, yeah.
So,
yes,
it's an interesting thought. I'd really love to learn more about the the history of this day, though.
And weirdly, as I've sat here, and I've got two other things that are going on locally that we're going to promote. They both kind of ended up following on from that, because we've got happening on Monday, the 27th, next Monday. Sight Concerned Bedfordshire is a charity. They are putting on an event for anyone that has problems with their vision. They're calling it the Vision Zone. Olive Tree Church is the one that's on Blenheim Crescent. It's free for anyone. I'll put the links in the comments so you can look at it directly. They will be having a lot of tech there for anyone that's got all sorts of different sight problems, and they've got a few different charities coming along with them as well. So like Age Concern and things like that kind of help along with vision problems. And you might meet my cousin there. I don't know whether she's going to be there or not. But the other person that you might meet is Gordon and his guide dog Yusuf. Both of them are equally gorgeous, I have to say.
Shelley?
They both do a lot for Sight Concern. He works for them, and in the end, he's amazing to talk to. So if you've got anyone that's got any vision problems, again, that they are out there and then helping for their own community.
Mm.
And the other one that I need to say about is there isn't a post on Facebook or anything for it, and I did try looking for it again today. With Mind and the NHS and someone else, and I've forgotten what it is. For anyone living in Bedfordshire, Luton, Milton Keynes, if you've actually been part of the system, if you like, I don't like saying that word. That's how they've written it down on here. If you've accessed any of the primary care, secondary care to do with mental health, so if you've been referred mental health services like through your GP, like talking therapies, if unfortunately you've gone through to the other end and actually then been sectioned, the whole thing. There is a mental health summit that they're doing, and in as much as I've been to one of these before, you get a lot of the charities there, the workers there, if you like, the providers there. What they really need is people to come along if you've actually been through any of that system, or you've been a carer of anyone that's been through that system. So even if you've got someone that things like autism or anything, and you happen to be their carer, again, you would have gone through part of the learning disabilities and mental health services, all normally around about the same thing. So whether it's a child or whether it's an adult, if you've gone through any of that system, they're inviting you to come along to the summit, and trying to work out, is it working in Luton and Bedfordshire and Milton Keynes? What is working, what isn't working, what we need to change. And they really need those service users to have a voice. And as I said, it's not on Facebook at the minute. And I thought it was going to be. The only thing I've got is a link onto their website. So again, I'll put that in the comments. If you can come along, that'd be great. I'll be going along, as I did last time, both as a mental health advocate and also as someone that's gone through the system as well. So if you was wanting to go along and you're a bit worried, drop us a line, drop me a line. I can give you my phone number off air, and we can meet up before you go in if you're worried about anything like that. As I said, it's run by Mind and NHS, so it was a good thing to go along to, but we really needed more of the service users there. Hopefully we can shape it a little bit better. As I said, drop me a line, drop us a line onto the Simply D's page or whatever, or find me on Facebook as Shelley Titmus, and and then
what time is it, Shelley? Because we've got on here the date.
Oh yeah, it hasn't, is it?
Time.
And then early on in the morning, I'll find because it's then an all day thing. I'm going into my emails now to go and find it. No, that was today. Oh look, I've got loads of stuff in here that I can't see. All these different things they get me to go on. Actually, somewhere. If I go into the registration page and then have it on there.
Oh wow.
10 o'clock. 10 till 3.
Not bad.
10 till 3, and then obviously then they do have like time to mingle and bits and pieces and the food that they do there as well. So Yeah, so
That
like
sounds like
20.
a good idea.
So yeah,
Yes.
I went to one before, and you do get a lot of information there, and a lot of different people there, and you'll be surprised at how many charities there are out there that are actually then doing bits and pieces that you
Mm,
don't necessarily come across.
yeah.
So yeah,
It is very good. When I worked for Elf for some of the time, I found out that services, that's the word I was trying to think of before, which is what they do have some service users that sit on some of the boards.
yeah,
Um, and again, it goes back to what we were saying earlier about the International Down Syndrome Day,
yeah,
and
for us.
making sure that people is for the people.
Yeah,
So,
it's all very well that they say that they've got these particular ways of contacting us and everything else, but if you're finding it difficult to contact anyone,
mm,
it just has a huge knock-on effect.
yeah.
But yeah, and also with the other thing that I hope people have seen on our Facebook page and stuff, and talking about Mind, that Mind BLMK again, Bedfordshire, Luton, Milton Keynes, they've actually opened up a youth centre in Luton.
Oh wow.
So it's so where you've actually then got crisis centre, the crisis cafes and stuff. This is then a literally a drop-in centre for the youth to go and actually chat and find out information that they need to. And it was actually opened up yesterday.
Okay.
Yes, so that there are different things that are happening in town to help out. So hopefully we'll then go in the right direction.
Amen to that. Gotta start from somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah. But as I said, you'll find
So,
out all this information if you're following us on Facebook, if you join our Facebook group, the Friends of Simply D's, and if you sign up to our newsletters. There's more and more information in our newsletters that will be not just us, but everything that's going on around in our community.
mm.
Um, to help you and to help you to pass on the information to everyone else. So I
Wonderful.
think that was it.
That's it.
Have you recovered from International Women's Day yet? Now we're a
Oh.
week later.
Well, do you know what, right? What I like about International Women's Day, I really just realised that it's the beginning of Women's History Month. I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
got tagged into
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
so it's good. Yeah, International Women's Day is amazing. It was just met so many different people. It's like Nigel was saying, it's always nice to meet um new people. I mean, obviously you love to see all your old friends and stuff like that, but when you get to meet new people, hear their stories, see what path they've walked through,
yeah,
it's amazing. It's amazing. So many different stories out there. And so
yes,
you'll always find one that that can resonate with you for whatever reason.
yeah.
And yeah, so International Women's Day was amazing. I think we should have one every month. You know what I mean.
We've got an event
I,
every month coming up.
I know,
That's
I
as
know.
far as
I was
I
just being
get.
silly. I was just being silly. That was just my way of saying that I really enjoyed it. That it was a really good event. So, and if anybody listening or watching has never been to, um, well, I would say any one of Simply D's events, but this one in particular, watch out for next year's one. Very good.
Cool, cool. But as I said, yeah,
So,
next lot of events have all been in the system. We'll end up with the next one coming up. I think pretty much it's one a month all the way through the year. The way that it's
mm,
going at the minute.
it's good.
Yeah.
Snowballing.
Yep.
It
Yep.
goes back to that thing where you say you just do those little things consistently.
Yep. Little things, it
So,
all adds up. All adds
Yeah.
up. Right, so
okay. Wow. Thank you,
a lot of
everybody, for
information that
listening.
everyone's going to need to read up on.
Yeah,
Nigel
exactly.
speaks. You've got all of those activities and stuff going on.
It's going
A
to be
lot of
amazing.
reading for everyone.
Mm.
But please do
So,
click on all the links. Please comment. Yeah, if you're watching on replay and stuff, there's a lot of people that watch this more on replay
yeah,
than they do
replay,
watching
yeah.
live, which is fantastic. Please do comment. The people that have been on the shows actually do see them, and if we see any questions, we pass them on and get them answered for you. So, with that, was there anything else, Nico? Or have you?
Nope. I will just say thank you to everybody for listening, watching, replaying, sharing. Please don't forget to share. And yeah, thank you. So we will see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.